Hello, everybody, and welcome here to our third race of the season here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, getting set for the Boyd Gaming 300 for our third race of the NR2003 Diva Busch Series of the debut season. Getting set to go racing for 27 laps here today as Jayla Durazin starts on the pole position for today's race. Jayla Durazin comes into this race. As I'm looking through the points, she is 17th in the point standings, looking to try to have a better result after a race last week at Rockingham, North Carolina. Mackenzie Servino alongside of her. Mackenzie Servino comes into this race. If I find her in points, Mackenzie Servino, she's 22nd, dropped 3 spots last week at Rockingham. Caitlin Roy, row number 2. Caitlin Roy comes into this race. Caitlin Roy, looking for Caitlin. She's 15th in the point standings, and Isabel Gordon is alongside of her. She is 28th in points, took a big hit after Rockingham last week. Balam Kim is the points leader by 13 points over Sally Ford, who won last week at Rockingham. Olga Scott is third in the standings, 25 points back. 26 back is Natalie Fisher, who lost the points lead last week. Darlene Ward is 5th. April Winters is 6th. Eva Mata is 7th. Tatiana Guerra 8th. Carolina Bradley in 9th. And Elizabeth Gardner complete the top 10 as we're going to get these cars rolling off behind the pace car and get set to go racing here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for 27 laps. Some drivers need to continue their consistency from the first 2 races of the season. Some drivers need to turn their bad luck around from the first 2 races of this season. Currently having some Skittles gummies as of this recording. Here we go. Green flag is out. The Boyd Gaming 300 is underway here at Las Vegas. I was looking up something on Twitter as of this recording. Las Vegas Motor Speedway, a fun 1.5-mile racetrack. The first 1.5 miles for these Diva Busch Series drivers. As next week, we're going to go to another 1.5-mile track. That will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Then the following week, all 3 series returns. Diva Trucks returns from their off weeks, as they all have their second race at Darlington. It'll be the 5th race for Diva Cup and Diva Busch, which we're going to have 38 drivers full-time for Darlington, and then we're supposed to have 39 for the rest of the season. Durazin currently still the race leader in the Dr. Pepper Dodge. Mackenzie Servino still in second place. Servino doing a very good job. There's Caitlin Roy, Lila Mackay, There's our points leader. That would be Balam Kim. About to crack the top 5. We're being told the 73 is 1 lap down. That's Darlene Ward. Something has happened. Let's see what happened to Darlene. Last time by was scored in the 29th position until she encountered a problem. That's 5th in points, Darlene Ward. So not too sure what's wrong with her car. Checking the back of the field here. There's 2nd in points right there. That's the Sally Ford machine who won last week. Last time by scored in the 33rd position. That's a driver who came in this race 2nd in points. She's trying to run down Balam Kim for the points lead. As Mackenzie Servino has taken the race lead, but Jayla DeRezin trying to take it back. And looks like the caution's out for the first time today on lap number 6. And it's Alexandria Sarns who's the reason for the yellow. A lot of damage. Caleb Ambrosia, Darby King, 2 weeks in a row for her. We've had another wreck. Natalie Fisher's involved. Ivana Dooney, Wanda McBride, Tatiana Guerra's involved. Trixie Tang. Elizabeth Gardner's all torn up. Claudia Flores, she cannot even buy a break. Carolina Bradley, I believe she's got some left side damage to her Nesquik Ford Taurus. That's not good for her. Carolina Bradley is top 10 in the points. Same with Tatiana Guerra. That's not good for the both of them. So caution's out for the first time here at Las Vegas. Let's jump back, look at a replay to see what in the world happened. To bring out our first caution of the day, Mackenzie Servino leads here at the Boyd Gaming 300. This is what happened here as Darby King and Elena Lydia were battling contact there between Angela Thornburg, Megan Knight, and Alyssa Albon, but those two kept it together, and 81 got put in the wall by the 46. Ada Chua, Shanti Darwish got a piece of this incident. Selena Diaz gets a piece of it in that 52. Also collected the 20 of Shaya Askarov, excuse me. There's Dooney in the wall. There's Fisher. There's the 59 of Gardner. She got sent up in the wall. 38 goes upside down. That's Sally Ford, who came as race 2nd in points. That was probably from the shot from the Wanda McBride machine, the 59 got. And there's the 38 on top of the Wolf's Pontiac. That tore up a lot of cars in the process. Eva Mata got a piece of it. Didn't know she was involved. And then Tatiana Guerra is going to sideswipe the AC Delco Chevrolet. And looks like Darlene Ward comes late into the party there. But how did Tatiana Guerra get her damage? That's my next question. Oh, okay. So this is what happened with the Sarns ball and the Guerra. Looks like Sarns just hooked Sydney Ball, and that's what collected Tatiana Guerra. And then the rest of the accident happened after that. And then there's the second part of the wreck. So there was 2 wrecks that happened that brought out the first caution of the day, and that would explain why Tatiana Guerra was badly damaged on her Supercut Chevrolet. So it's up break for a couple of drivers who were inside the top 10 of the points coming in this race. They're going to take some big hits heading into next week at Atlanta. That's the yellow for the first time today. Let's jump to the restart here at Las Vegas. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing here on lap number 11 of 27, excuse me. That gives us a total of 17 laps of racing to go here in this race. Mackenzie Servino currently is our race leader in the number 49 machine. Jayla Durazin is second. Leela Bakai is third. Caitlin Roy fourth. Anna McDowell is fifth. Points leader Balam Kim is sixth. Isabel Gordon is seventh. April Winters is eighth. Ninth is Angela Thornburg. And 10th is Chow Deng. Darlene Ward is one lap down after whatever the issue was on her on that. Drivers out after that incident. There's a good load of drivers, 10 to be exact. I'm not entirely sure what happened to the 30 of Alyssa Albon. I'm going to have to look back at a replay to find out what exactly happened to her if I do not forget. Shia Linsky is out, or Askarov, I'm sorry. The 90 is out of the race. That's Azara Mirmwaz. I got to figure out what happened to those two. Elizabeth Garner, Tatiana Guerra, Darby King, Sally Ford, second in points, will finish in 39th. Alexandri Sarns, Sydney Ball, and the 5 we're being told is out of the race. That is Olga Scott. So I'm going to have to investigate what happened to the 5, the 30, why they're out of the race. I'm going to have to figure out what happened to those two. If we get another caution, we're going to have to first investigate what happened to the 30. That is a tough break for those drivers out of the race. I already knew the drivers that were involved in that first incident. I just don't know why the 30 is back behind the wall unless there was an incident on turn number 4. It looks like there was because I just saw some skid marks there. If we get into a long green flag run, I'll definitely go back and look and see what happened. Charlotte Lopez has got no hood on her Albertsons Ford, and I have a feeling she had something to do with the front straightaway incident. There's Caleb Ambrosia, Claudia Flores, and Trixie Tang all badly damaged, and same with Eva Mata. You know, I'm thinking while these drivers are currently racing, we'll definitely go ahead, jump back, look at a replay to find out why Alyssa Albon is out of the race, because I don't know why she's back behind the wall, because there might have been something I don't know of. So while these leaders are currently racing right here, we're going to jump back, look at a replay to see what happened that caused the 30 car to be out of the race, and we're about to find out why in just a second. Okay, so we kind of missed this on the first caution right here as we've jumped back. Look, I think, remember what happened when I said to Megan Knight had that great save? Well, this is why. Came up, got Hanako Watanabe, got Alyssa Albon and Zara Mirmoez, and the 99 got shoved into the wall there. This was after the big wreck right there. This was the incident we didn't get to see. And I'm curious how Charlotte Lopez got a piece of this incident, as I just missed, as I went too far. Oh, and I see Shanti Darwish got turned. Oh, he got Darby King right there. So that's probably why the 57 has no hood. And then this is what the rest of the incident right there was. But then I got to figure out, why was there smoke on the front stretch? That was my next question that needs to be answered. Oh, right there. Well, Carolina Bradley got turned around. Claudia Flores. So that would explain why there were skid marks on the front straightaway. It came from the 10, and that's why Tatiana Guerra is out of the race. So, and also why the 30 went behind the wall. So let's go back to live action now that we figured this mystery out. Welcome back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Now that we've solved that little mystery of why there were some drivers out of the race that we didn't see. April Winters has now taken second as Mackenzie Cervino still leads. Darlene Ward is now 3 laps down. And we've now already documented the drivers out of the race. Excuse me. Like I said, that's a tough break for a couple of drivers that were inside the top 10 in the point standings. As April Winters is going to go for the race lead here. And April Winters goes for the race lead, but she overdrove that corner and nearly contact with her and Mackenzie Servino. Chow Ding is caught up. Here comes Isabel Gordon bringing Caitlin Roy. So it looks like the points are about to be shaken up again. It got shaken up last week at Rockingham, North Carolina. It's going to get shaken up again this week here at Las Vegas. And God knows what's going to happen. What happens at Atlanta next week? And it looks like our caution's out for the second time today. And I'm not sure who brought out this caution. Oh, it might have been Wanda McBride. That's the reason for the yellow. And that was definitely not the caution April Winters wanted to see. So, which sucks for her. So, yeah. Caution's out for the second time today. Let's go back and see what happened to bring out the second yellow day with Wanda McBride in the 54 in trouble. Well, Wanda McBride's bad day is about to come to an end, thankfully. Charlotte Lopez got out of the gray. She had to get out of the throttle, try to get behind the Toys R Us Chevrolet, and sent both drivers into the wall. Did some pretty significant damage to the right front fender of that machine, and and the 57 hits the 54 again. I'm not entirely sure what that was all about. Looks like we have some tempers flaring between two drivers who've had a pretty bad day, so hate that for Wanda McBride, who came into this race. If I look through the point standings, Wanda McBride was 25th in points. And then Charlotte Lopez, who was involved in this incident, was 35th in points. So we have had some tempers flaring between these two ladies, and don't think Diva officials are going to be too happy with Charlotte Lopez as far as what happened. But that's what brought out the second caution today. Let's jump to the restart here at Las Vegas. About to go back to green flag racing as we're going to have about 5 laps to go in this race. April Winters is the leader. Second, Chow Dang, Jayla Derez third, Mackenzie Servino fourth, Isabel Gordon fifth, Caitlin Roy sixth, Angela Thornburg is seventh, Leila Bakai eighth, Anna McDowell ninth, and Blomkin, the points leader, complete the top 10. Wanda McBride is out of the race after that incident. They have moved the 57 to the rear of the field, even though she was already at the rear of the field anyway for aggressive driving. I bet you there's going to be some tempers flaring between the 54 and the 57 when this is all said and done. This is the first time that the Diva Busch Series has had multiple cautions. And we'll see what kind of racing we're going to see here at Atlanta next week with this series. As we're back to green. April Winters trying to hang on to the lead. Chow Dang's trying to reel her in. Next caution that comes out will end this race under the yellow flag. There's Charlotte Lopez. Still running in the 30th position, last car on the lead lap. Already, we have a lot of cars back behind the wall after this. Here comes Chow Dang going for the race lead, trying to get underneath the Cellular One Chevrolet out of Nemco Motorsports. We're going to have 2 laps of racing to go here at Las Vegas. Excuse me. Next time by, we'll come get the white flag. It'll be the final lap here in Vegas. White flag in the air for the Stacker 2 Chevrolet. One more lap to go here at Las Vegas. Here comes April Winters. Oh, contact there between the 87 and the 23 as we're down the backstretch for the last time. As they keep it together, thankfully. Don't need a wreck in front of the entire field. That's for damn sure. As here comes Mackenzie Servino off of turn number 4. Can't get it. April Winters is going to win the Boyd Gaming 300 at Las Vegas. First career Diva Busch Series win for the second youngest sister of the 3 Winters siblings. Great win for April Winters. Standings have not been official yet. Now they have. April Winters, the winner. Mackenzie Servino will come away for second place. April Winters, by the way, came into this race 6th in the points, so she'll stay inside the top 10 the points leaving today. Mackenzie Servino finished in second, as I said. Mackenzie came into this race 22nd in points, her first top 5 of the season. Chow Dang gets third. She was 23rd in points coming in this race, so that's a good run from her. Caitlin Roy will get 4th. Great run for Caitlin. As Caitlin was 15th in the point standings. Angela Thornburg will get 5th. Good run for Angela Thornburg. Ignore my roommates talking about meats. Angela Thornburg came into this race. I'm looking for her. She dropped all the way to 34th in the points, so this is a nice bounce back run from her. Leela Bakai got 6th, so good run for the Hawaiian driver who came into this race 11th in the points, so she'll be inside the top 10 the points leaving today. Jayla Drazin gets 7th. She was 17th in points. She'll definitely move her way through the point standings. Autumn McDowell, well-needed run for a driver who is 40th in the point standings coming in this race, so she'll move her way up through the standings. Shanti Darwish got 9th. She was 29th in points after a big loss of 18 spots down last week, so she'll move her way up. And Balam Kim, the points leader, will complete the top 10. She will no doubt, I believe, keep the points lead heading into next week's race because the gal that was trying to run her down for the points lead, Sally Ford, as you look on down through the remainder of the finishing results, finished out of the race. Ada Chua is out of the race for some reason. We're going to probably go ahead and investigate that right now before I put the rest of the points in. As a matter of fact, let's see what happened to Ada Chua. Why she was damage. Let's find that out right now. Let's see. And it looks like Annie James got into her. Kept leaning on there. Of course, the caution came out, but it didn't matter. The white flag was already waving, and Ada Chua got into the wall, and that was probably the end of her day. Not sure what the deal was between the 60 and the 22. Nevertheless, that's why she's out of the race as a result of this in that process. So that's a tough break from her. So we go back down to the rest of the grid. Wanda McBride, Alyssa Albon, Salaya Askarov, Azar, Miriam was Elizabeth Gardner was top 10 in the points. Tatiana Guerra was also top 10 in the points. Darby King, Sally Ford, second in points. Alexandria Sarnes, Sydney Ball, and Olga Scott never saw the checker flag as they were out of the race. But Las Vegas has played a point shaker after today's race, and we're going to find out what it's going to do to the points, although Balam Kim will still be your points leader heading into next week at Atlanta Motor Speedway. But we still got to complete our race weekend from Vegas. Tomorrow is the Diva Cup Series third race of the season from Vegas. The next week, Diva Busch and Diva Cup will be at Atlanta Motor Speedway, so hope you will tune in for that. If you enjoyed today's race from Las Vegas, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCS Race Crew today. We've shown your full finish results. You will see your point standings heading into our pre-race show next week from Atlanta Motor Speedway. But until then, I've been Dave signing off. We'll see you tomorrow for the UAW Daimler Chrysler 400 at Vegas. Until then, you've been watching another broadcast courtesy of PCS Race TV, the best in racing since 2017. See you later from Viva Las Vegas.